So it's currently like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have been compiling a list of jobs because I don't know why actually. I just started doing it. I got done with 2 assignments. How many do I have left? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm gonna get yelled at on Tuesday, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, compiled a list of jobs in places where I'd want to live. I found a job that essentially is like you live on campus and do nothing. Well, you do things, but like it's free living, and so that's a really big one for me because it's like, I don't know, not paying for housing sounds great. However, I'd have to live in a city that like I probably wouldn't mind living in, but like there's something about me being stationary I don't really like. I don't want to be stationary. I want to move around and do things. And sure, I can move around and do things, but like I live where I work, which isn't bad, but I've already done that for like what, 2 years or a year and a half, and like, oh man, could I do that actually? Could I really do that for? Because if I did this, I'd have to do it for at least 3 years. Which is doable, feasible. It would be in San Francisco, which is livable, doable, feasible. It's definitely livable because I won't be paying anything. I don't know. See, if there was a job at a university in Northern California, like at Stanford or Berkeley, that had this, I'd definitely take it. But I gotta look harder and hope something comes up at some point. But I guarantee you those are very hard to get. I also know somebody who lives in Florida who is like, you should apply to things down here. I will. I don't want to live in Florida. Especially considering how it's like, the idea is, if this person wants to go to medical school, and so now maybe they want to go to medical school in Florida. I wouldn't advise it, just because it's like, come on, get out of your comfort zone, go live in a place where it's different, it's fun, it's interesting. But people do what they do, right? And so I don't want to like move down there, get a job, and then like have the dilemma of like them moving away and me still being there, because I don't want to live there at all. So I think the idea of me moving to a place because someone else is there, I think is okay, but like, So I'm gonna apply to things. I'm gonna look. I don't know if I'm gonna apply, because I feel like the things that I'm gonna apply to, I'm definitely gonna get, because it's Florida and they need people who know things. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure all this shit out. I'm not like nervous about the job hunt at all. I'm actually really excited. It's really fun to see. I just don't know what I want to do. I also have the option of working at an airport, which, why go to a master's program if you're gonna work at an airport? You could have just dropped out of high school. Very true, but I don't know. Why do anything? I don't know. I gotta figure this out. Most of the job applications aren't due until like July, which is great. Some are due in April, which is not so great. I got like fucking 2 meetings back to back tomorrow. Whatever. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm gonna apply for sure. That's one thing I'm gonna do, but it's like, do I want to live in a place where I want to work, or do I want to live in a place where I have to drive? That's another thing. I don't want to drive anywhere, which I know sounds crazy, but it's like, I don't want to drive. I want to walk. I want to walk to my workplace, which I know is fucking insane. But it's like, Driving sucks. Paying for a car insurance, gas, dealing with other drivers, the amount of people who die on the road every year is insane. Parking, like, people stealing your car, like, I don't want to do that shit. So when it comes down to it, I don't know. Like, if I found a job, it'd have to be a job where I'm stationary anyway, I guess. Or in a city that, like, has a really good transportation, where I can just take the bus everywhere, which I don't know if my job would allow that. But the other thing is, I also want to get, like, training to get licensed. So it's also like, what the fuck there, you know? So it's just like, I don't know what to do. Which I gotta look into licensing for that state anyway. I don't know, man. Yeah, so that's what I got going on. That's all I got going on. That's all I will ever have going on. And I have 2 months left, assuming I make it out of this place and I don't die. And we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go to bed.